Hey internet, what's up? Your buddy Roo here with a brand new series. Well, I don't really know how to explain what these videos are going to be. They are like a review series, but I will not do this whole, ooh, look at that, there is a funny scene in the game, and ooh, look at that, let's use a meme stuff a lot of people are using for the reviews. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a game, mostly a horror game. I wanna focus more on horror games nowadays. I play them, make some notes, talk about it, and give you a little insight in my experience playing the game and the game itself. That's what this new series is going to be about. I don't have a name for it yet. Maybe I should have thought about one before starting the recording, but who cares. This is going to be more low-key, more, let's say, relaxing. Yeah, like a podcast. A really shitty podcast. Now, since I don't want these videos to be 30 minutes long, I'm gonna split them into 2 parts per game. In the first part, I will talk about what I knew about the game before going and playing it. I will give you some general info on the game, like when did it come out, who made it, why was it made. Maybe there's some interesting stuff revolving around the game. That's what I want to do in the first part. Also gonna give you a small introduction to the story. And yes, I will spoil the game. Mostly in the second video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, just watch the first video or the first part of the second part. That sounded weird. Talking about the second part or the second video, in those videos I will talk about it more about the characters, the gameplay, if there's anything interesting to talk about. I will talk a little bit about the full story and give you my personal opinion on the game. So, as you can read from the title of this video, I started to play Silent Hill, or I played through Silent Hill, the very first Silent Hill game. And I did this because I want to play more horror games. I love horror games, I'm a huge horror game fan. I started playing them like 10 years ago with Fatal Frame, one of my favorite franchises in the whole world, but that's going to be the topic of another video. And I got introduced into the whole horror game genre, and I loved it. I loved being scared. I think that's what a lot of people say. They love to be spooked, they love to be scared. It's just how it is. But I'm starting to rambling again. I don't want these videos to be too rambly. So let's carry on. I first came in contact with Silent Hill about 18 years ago when it came out. Not knowingly, I didn't know about it really. There was a time where I spent a lot of time at my aunt's place, or where we visited my aunt. And my cousin had a PS1, the PlayStation 1. And he had a lot of games. He had a huge library of games. And I remember he had these weird soft case, CD cases, you know, the one made of fabric. Most of the time there was the PlayStation 1 logo stitched on it, and you could put a lot of games in there. And when he wasn't around, or when he wasn't playing PlayStation, he let me play it. And I was going through his library of games. And I remember seeing Silent Hill. Silent Hill was one of the games, but I wasn't really interested into it. I was 7 years old. All I cared about was playing Crash Bandicoot 3. Oh my god, that was a great game. Remember that one? I love that game. I have to play it again. But that's where I first learned about Silent Hill, so to speak. I didn't play it. Wasn't really interested in it. And I think that was around the time it came out. It came out in 1999. It's almost 20 years, 18 years. Wow. It's made by Konami. You probably know them. They made stuff like Metal Gear, the Metal Gear franchise, and Pro Evolution Soccer, all that fun stuff. And Silent Hill actually came out after Resident Evil was released by Capcom. I think Konami wanted to recreate the success of Resident Evil. And let me tell you, they did a good job. They did a great job. They made more games. I think there are 7 games out right now. Sadly, they cancelled Silent Hills. You know, the whole Hideo Kojima drama that has been around a couple of years ago. But we're gonna get Death Stranding. That's cool. But that's a topic for another day. Let's carry on. So as I said, like 10 years ago, I started to get more and more interested in horror games. I didn't play much Silent Hill before, or a Silent Hill game before. So far, I've only played the third one. a little bit of the of Silent Hill 4, The Room, and Silent Hill Homecoming. I played that one for my old channel, and I enjoyed those games. And so I thought, hey, why don't I play Silent Hill, the first one? And I knew a little bit about it because of the internet. Silent Hill is mentioned every now and then, and people are talking about it. There was a movie or movies. Of course, I knew about Pyramid Head. You know, that big muscly dude with the pyramid on his head, and those spooky nurses with the bandages all around their faces. I didn't know that they aren't in the first game. So if you're looking for them or expecting them in the first game, you're gonna be disappointed they're not in there. But we're gonna talk about that more in the next video. The only thing other than that was that I knew that there are multiple endings to the game. But we're gonna talk about them in the next video, if you're interested in that. So before I go ahead and talk about the general story of Silent Hill, I thought, why don't I go ahead and read to you the prologue that's featured in the booklet of the game. There's a lot of interesting stuff in the booklet itself. It gives you a little bit information on the main character, but let's go ahead and read the prologue. So prepare for greatness and my awesome reading skills. So there we go. The resort town of Silent Hill slips into quiet desolation now that the peak of development and growth has passed by. The memories of a tragic fire 7 years ago still haunt the townsfolk, and with the tourist season long past, there's hardly a shadow stirring. Harry Mason prefers to take late vacations with his daughter Cheryl. This year they've made plans to visit Silent Hill. Due to car trouble, they reach the outskirts of the town late at night. Cheryl is sleeping in the back seat as a motorcycle cop rows past his truck. Moments later, Harry spots the motorcycle dumped on the shoulder. There's no one to be seen. It paints an ominous picture. Suddenly, a shadow appears in the front of the car. Harry turns the wheel in panic. The car slides off the edge of the road into a gully. Harry eventually regains consciousness. Cheryl is nowhere to be seen. It is unusually cold. Snow is falling out of season. Where has Cheryl disappeared to? Harry walks toward a town he sees in the distance. So, this mostly summed up what I already said. The game is about Harry Mason, a writer. I didn't know that he's a writer, since you only find that out if you read the booklet. Who's taking a vacation with his daughter Cheryl, and they go to Silent Hill to go on vacation there. Like I said 10 seconds ago. They are in an accident with a mysterious figure. Harry almost runs it over. In the silhouette you can see it's probably a young girl, a teenage girl, and after the accident Harry wakes up without Cheryl being in the car. So he walks into town. There's fog everywhere, there's snow falling out of season. They don't say what time of the year it is, but apparently it's not winter. Okay. And Harry starts to look for his little girl. He eventually ends up being attacked by monsters. They look like little kids without heads. It's really weird. They're called children demons. Maybe I'm gonna put up a picture on the screen. And he gets attacked by them and presumably killed. You can't defend yourself, and as a gamer I really hate that when that happens. If the game gives you no indication that you have to die to progress through the game. I hate stuff like that. Just a side note. So Harry gets attacked by these demons, he gets knocked out and wakes up in a cafe meeting Sybil Bennett, a cop out of Brahms, a neighboring town of Silent Hill. She's the cop that he sees, or you can see in the intro, that roars past Henry's truck and also has an accident. And they have a little talk. He talks about that he's looking for his little girl. There's some really amazing voice acting in there. Maybe I can put a soundbite in.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way.
And Harry goes on to search for Cheryl. That's the basic plot of Silent Hill. There's a lot more stuff going on, and I want to talk about it in the next episode to keep things compact and don't make this video go on for too long. So if you're interested into the full story, the characters and the gameplay of Silent Hill, check out the next video. I'm gonna try to upload it today or tomorrow or the day after today. That's really weird. And let me know what you think about this little idea. I know it's a little bit rambly, it's a little bit shitty because I'm not doing it with a script, but I think this is much more personal and better, and that's what I want to do for now with this channel. I want to involve my channel. I don't just want to be a generic Let's Play channel. So let me know what you think about this. I hope you're gonna have a great day. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.